final pick here from our Tuesday show. We continue here with the World Cup, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We have France taking on Australia.
Yeah, well, this is a tricky match. France, they recently got the news that their star striker, Karim Benzema, is going to be out for the tournament. He's not going to participate. Yes, it's a huge blow, but, this France side has a lot of talent in their squad. They're not as stacked as they used to be because they've had some injuries to key players like Pogba and Kante, and that leaves their midfield really stripped of some players that can really control the ball and dictate how the match flows. But they do have some undeniable quality up front with Mbappe and Griezmann. Their defense is looking good. They have Lloris at the goalkeeper, who is also a really nice and talented goalkeeper. But I'm afraid, how if something goes wrong, France might implode. In the locker room, it's going to be an all-out brawl. I'm just leaning towards picking France -1.5 against Australia here, -140. If they can't beat Australia, then they shouldn't really be here, because Australia, they struggle to reach the World Cup. They are by far the weakest team in the group, and again, if France can't beat this Australia side by more than 2 goals, then they're in for a rough ride in the group stage. So taking France -1.5 at -140.
All right, Paul, I got his finest picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. That's where we find his best bets. Here we go. World Cup action for Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We have France and Australia. He likes in this one. France lay the goal in half. The return -140. All right, you guys are tuned to Soccer Sally. Join us here Monday through Friday here at 2:15 Eastern Time. Like and subscribe, set notifications. All right, Paul, before we get to the recap, I want you to let everybody know what you have going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. It's a busy week this year with World Cup here for another 30 days or so. A lot of action here on Tuesday, and you're loaded up here on Tony's Picks. What do you have going on over at Tony'sPicks.com?
Okay, I have a $15 best bet for tomorrow from the World Cup. You can get it now for a nice price. I do have a 3-pack for tomorrow as well, and then I have a World Cup best of the best total of the month going live on Thursday. And I just I look at these matches day by day, because you never know what you're gonna hear. There's still injuries in the training ground. There's still a lot of weird stuff coming up with players not being ineligible to play, but still they can. There's all weird stuff going on. So I'm loading my plays. They're mostly late steam, so I like to look at the lineups if anything's changed. So if you buy any of the long-term passes, all these are going to come straight to your page. So whenever I load up a pick, you'll be notified. So that's where the best value lies. The World Cup full package is also discounted, and of course you can use the promo code that Tony gave you, and you'll get a further discount.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Paul Lagouretos over at Tony'sPicks.com. Really good results here on his best bets, 40, 20, and 7 in his 67 documented best bets at Tony'sPicks.com. Remember, we talked about that promo code, 20% off when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Of course, you can access Paul's page easily at Tony'sPicks.com. Over in the header, you'll find the cappers there. You'll find them right now on the board. Paul has a World Cup 3-pack up there. Also, a World Cup best bet profit guarantee. These plays must turn a profit, or the amount you purchased is credit back in your account. That's profit guarantee. Also in there with a total of the month up there on the World Cup. But again, instead of buying all the plays individually during this World Cup, why don't you just go ahead and buy the entire World Cup package right now from Paul. Get all of Paul's premium plays here from the World Cup here for $199. And when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, that's another 20% off, another $40 off. Very good value right now. So get on board with Paul Lagouretos over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's got great value right now with that best bets. And of course, as Paul was mentioning, the late steam play, that's also part of the World Cup package is Paul's late steam. Of course, you get the regular membership picks there. But again, if Paul happens to see something he really likes between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, he'll put it into the system. And then you, as a subscriber, will get that pick sent to your email immediately. And you also will have a 5-minute time ahead before it goes for sale individually. So there you go, another advantage there to get the best possible number. So again, late steam is also part of that pass here, the World Cup pass here from Paul that sells for $199. So go ahead and get on board right now with Paul Lagouretos over at Tony'sPicks.com for that World Cup package. Really good value right now up at the site. So go ahead and get signed up, and of course use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll be able to save that 20% off right now. This great value right now from Paul Lagouretos over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's continue on here with the show. And Paul, it is now time here for the recap.
Okay, these are all plays for Tuesday in the World Cup, starting with Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, 5 a.m. Eastern. We're going to lean towards the over 2.5 goals at minus 140. Moving on to Denmark versus Tunisia. First play is under 2.5 goals at minus 125. And second play is Denmark -1 at minus 125. Moving on to Poland versus Mexico at 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to side with Poland on the pick'em line, minus 105. And final play is France versus Australia at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to lean with France, minus 1.5 at minus 140.
There you go, Paul Lagouretos with this five plays right here on our show, Soccer Picks Daily. Guys, make sure you're going to want to find Paul's best bets. Just click the link in the description below and get on board right now with Paul. Visit his page and get signed up. Remember, the promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off. And right now, Paul has a lot going on. And don't forget that World Cup package for $199. It's a great value there. All of Paul's premium plays from the World Cup membership plays, as well as those late Steve plays that he puts in 10 minutes or between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those are emailed into your box. So get on board right now with that World Cup pass right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. And use that promo code to save yourself that money. All right, that'll do it here for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live here at 2:15 each time. We'll do it all over again. Bring in Paul. He'll give out his plays here for that act from the World Cup. That's going to do it. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have yourself a great evening, afternoon. Make it a winning one. We'll talk with you again tomorrow here on Soccer Picks Daily.